Much like our elections, sometimes stories take a while to develop. States take a while to develop, right? Nobody's talking about this. So the current draft order in the NFL, Jets, Giants, Jags, Miami, Dallas. Now, I just want you to look at that and let it bake. If you're driving in your car today, I do not believe the Jets have a win on their schedule. The Giants get better every week. They're not going to remain at number 2. They're not. They're going to win a couple games. The Jags would like to win games because their GM and coach would like to keep their jobs. But I don't think they'll win a lot, maybe one. The Dolphins have the Texans pick, but Deshaun Watson's going to win 2 to 3 games because he's got a great left tackle. They didn't trade Will Fuller. They're going to win a couple games. And then the Cowboys at 5. Go look at their schedule today. Outside of Washington on Thanksgiving, find me the win. The Giants in Houston have no incentive to lose. The Giants are not going to give up on Daniel Jones for the second or third best quarterback in this draft. Joe Judge is trying to create a culture like Miami last year. He's got no incentive to lose. And he knows they're way better than the Jets, so they have no chance to get the, transcendent talent, Trevor Lawrence. So the Giants are playing to win. They could have won this week if not for a call. Giants will win games, and Houston will too. The Jets and the Jags have an incentive to lose, but the Jags front office and coach would love to win a game or two to retain their jobs. It comes down to Dallas. I believe the Jets, the Jags, and Dallas are going to have the top 3 picks in this draft. That's the top. All of them, right. We think, the Jets yesterday said, we're not taking Trevor Lawrence. We're with Sam Darnold, believe it or not. The Jags will take a quarterback. But if the Jets don't, Dallas at 2-14. And again, I think the Jags are going to win a game. Dallas is not far off from the number 2 pick in this draft. Justin Fields, and I don't know if you've watched a lot of Justin Fields, but last year Justin Fields had 41 touchdowns and 3 picks. This year he's got 6 touchdowns, no picks. That's 47 touchdowns and 3 picks. He's better this year than last year. Are you sure Dallas doesn't make that move? Now listen, I said this before. Dak is, the Dallas media is a little in the tank for Dak. They're a little in the tank because he's very good to the media. He's a very good kid. They're in the tank. And they kept coming on this show for a year saying, Dak's going to get a contract. And I kept saying, Jerry pays everybody. Why is not he paying Dak? I don't understand it. And they never paid him. And they assured us they were going to pay Dak. And they never did. And now the Dallas media remains kind of in the tank for Dak because, why? Because that injury was brutal. He's off the field crying. He's an easy guy to root for. Justin Fields is available. You going to tell me? Remember, Jerry already feels smart with Dak. You got him for a 4th rounder. He got you to the playoffs. Jerry's getting close to 75, 80 years old. Are we sure they'd pass on Justin Fields, who would be a number 1 pick in any other draft that didn't have Trevor Lawrence or Andrew Luck in it? Are we sure? You go look at that. You go look at that Dallas schedule. I don't see a win outside of maybe Washington. And again, I think Washington thinks they can win the division. And I think Washington players like their coach. And I don't like Kyle Allen, but he's better than who Dallas is starting week after week after week. And Thanksgiving's around the corner. I'm just saying, I was assured by the Dallas media. They were going to give Dak a long-term contract. And I am assured now by the Dallas media, Jerry loves him. Justin Fields is going to potentially be available. The Jets are the first pick. I think it's Dallas and the Jags for the second pick. I don't know. He is an A to an A-plus prospect from a traditional power who's got 47 touchdowns and 3 picks and looks better this year than last, and last year he looked great. He was the number 1 high school quarterback in the country. He went to Georgia, then he transferred to Ohio State. I mean, he is big. He's got an arm. He can move. Supposed to be a great kid. I don't know. If I'm getting close to 80 years old and own an NFL team, that whole loyalty thing, that maybe works in my 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know if it works when I get close to 80. And we know Jerry likes offense. I'm just saying. The Dallas media loves Dak, and I get it. I don't know how you don't have a meeting over Justin Fields. Like 6 of them. I don't know how you don't consider it. Dak could still get a job. But we're not talking about this. Jets, Dallas, Jags in this draft is incredibly possible. Incredibly possible. Because I don't see the wins on Dallas' schedule. Bill Belichick has spent the last 7 months doing stuff he's never done. And the fans totally get it, and the media doesn't. By the way, we're seeing some of this during our election. The media's got a blind spot, and Americans have been telling us this puppy's going to be close. Sometimes the people are right, and the people know what Belichick's doing, and the media has a blind spot. He is too smart to want to, no, he's too smart to want to be 7-9, 8-8, 9-7 for 5 years. So Belichick, now the league is catching on. This is why I predicted they would go 5-11. I said he's rebooting, and he's going to be very coy, and he doesn't want people to think he's doing this, right? So he's doing things that he's never done before, complimenting Cam Newton constantly. He is really putting in the work, even yesterday, to give the appearance they are fighting for wins. He adds a couple of irrelevant players at the trading deadline. He didn't sell everybody off. Giving the appearance, this is no restructuring. We're going all the way. 4 different executives and coaches are now seeing it. Said a former head coach, after Belichick went on and on and on and on and on and on and on a couple days ago about the salary cap and started talking. He goes, I saw that and thought, why is he out there? Bill would never put anything like that out there about the salary cap. All of a sudden it's out there. Something's weird. The fans have seen this for months. Somebody else said, an executive at The Athletic, it seemed very un-Belichickian to say what he's saying about the cap. He's the coach and GM. You made all the decision unless there's a veiled message which would make you think about what they've spent. A third person, anonymous, I've always wondered if they just decided to tank this year, especially once they had the opt-outs. The media has a blind spot. A fourth executive. My hunch is Belichick would rather tear it down and rebuild instead of trying to hang on and go 9-7. When people start doing things they've never done, be suspicious. Suddenly, Bill Belichick, you guys should opt out. Take care of your families. At New England, it's all about family first, football second. Oh, that's adorable. Now adding irrelevant players at the deadline. Cam Newton compliments constantly. Never gave Brady one in 20 years. Didn't try to re-sign anybody. We're in cap hell. We can't. Talking about cap stuff that he's never talked about ever. Mid-season press conferences. On and on and on. Folks, the media has blind spots. We're seeing it with the election. Okay? The public told us a lot of Trump fans going to be close. The fans spotted it. The people. And the fans are telling you. They've been on this since week 7. Brady's gone. This is a rebuilt year. You got 3 A-plus quarterback prospects. I'm not saying they're going to get one, but finally people are catching on. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.